Breaking news. Police officer SHOT in Philadelphia's Overbrook section rushed to Penn Presbyterian Hospital. Police sources tell me he appears to be hit in the abdomen. That would be just below police officers' ballistic belt. May 7th of 2025 reported earlier this afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendshot Pearson, and welcome again to my channel, Friendshot Blue. We have yet another incident next to a school, actually Overbrook High School in Philadelphia. Philadelphia has had a lot of scenes over the last year. It is the second state to join the union. And I said earlier in the year that places like Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., these places with the Liberty Bell, the Constitution, Statue of Liberty, like New York, the powers utilize these sacred cities, so to speak, to tell stories, the beginning of America. You see, because the goal is to saturate your brain and really not tell you exactly what it really means, but because God has blessed me with the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the complementary time and conclusion, I can peel back the layers of information and show you. And I do believe this is yet another story where they're just giving you a hint, a shallow, because the main event is yet to come. America, 50 states, Statue of Liberty, Liberty Bell, Founding Fathers, parchment paper, Lincoln. It's all going to go. And now we have a fight that they say is not school related, which I'm kind of wrap my mind around it because there are videos with students just beating each other up. It allegedly looks like that what was going on. But nonetheless, as the squabble was going down, they said that someone pulled out a weapon and the ammo hit the ground, bounced up and ricocheted, and lodged within the stomach of an officer who is in critical condition. Let's go with the story, people. Check it out. Here's the mayor. Notice she has on the Tiffany blue, the Phoenician color. I will put that video in the description to let you know the power colors. Nothing wrong with the colors. You can wear them, but the power colors. Is it coincidence that she's wearing it? Check it out.
At this very moment, the officer is in surgery and he is in critical condition. By now, you know that your mayor is a praying mayor, and I am asking Philadelphia to pray for our officer right now, whatever your faith, and please also pray for all of his family members and loved ones as well. I want to thank the gentleman who represents this district, Councilmember Curtis Jones, Councilmember Catherine Gilmore Richardson. I want to thank them for being by our side as soon as you learned about this. I want us to say a prayer for every doctor, every nurse, every single member of the medical staff here at Penn Presbyterian Medical Center who are caring for our police officer at this very moment. I also want to thank Philadelphia School District Superintendent Dr. Tony Watlington.
Chief of Police.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and again, I thank you for your support of this department. I know all of you have gotten some information, so we'll try to put it all together for you. At around 2:42 p.m., so prior to that, we had school beat officer at Overbrook High School, 58th and Columbia. They are having a number of fights outside of the school. At some point during those fights, they asked for additional officers to respond to assist them with the activities underway. They are making some arrests. At some point, it appears during this incident, an adult is called in who comes into the area, and that person is armed with that person appears to have a Ruger 57 that fires rifle rounds. That is a very deadly weapon for us, and a weapon that would penetrate our vest when fired. It appears as during this altercation, the individual appears to have fired the weapon into the ground. It appears at this point the cartridge then ricochets and hits my officer under his vest. During this altercation, it appears he is not aware immediately that he's been shot. At some point during the incident, it's recognized that he has been shot, and he's transported here. He is immediately taken up into the OR. As the mayor said, indicated, he continues to be in the OR in critical condition. And so we continue to pray for him. That is what we have at this point. That male is in custody. I am extremely proud.
So it appears, and I'll say allegedly, that a male adult, as you heard the chief of police state, walked up with a certain weapon which can penetrate a policeman's vest, an officer's vest. And a bullet was fired into the ground and ricocheted, and that's what struck him. Our prayers are with this officer. Now we go into the skirmish. I'll just show you pictures. Now, right off the bat, which made me suspicious, again, here's the Tiffany blue of the Phoenicians that I speak of. And then you got the purple. I call it as I see it. I've been teaching the 5 C's for a long time. I will put that video in the link. There's nothing wrong with the colors. You can wear them. But many times, people, believe it or not, these stories are suspect. I didn't say it didn't happen. What I'm saying is that they're suspect. And you see these colors. If you've been around me long enough, you won't even criticize, because you're like, you're right, Pearson, there it is again. Those are the colors of the Phoenicians. A group back in the day that used to run the world on the shores. They were seamen. They went out into the sea to claim clams and seashells. In there was a purple dye. Only the royalty had that. They paid their alms and homage to Satan, Baal, and Moloch. When they wanted very expensive items, when they wanted to make a move politically, when they wanted to move up in rank, or they wanted territory, look, they made their move, and they prayed and sacrificed babies and people, shedded blood to get things done. That's what they do. Those people are back, and they're back in power. And God has called me to a very unusual ministry where I can point this out. And again, if you've seen enough videos, you'll see these colors are ever present in our media. Why all of a sudden in the media we're seeing these colors? Colors speak. The dark powers speak through colors. I call them the 5 C's, the clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation of time, which includes the dates and conclusion. Their goal is to bring a lot of fear. So a lot of these situations, they create these skirmishes. Unfortunately, around our school ground, like I've said before, this usually happens just before school and just before school ends, because they want to continue to push fear. So yeah, I can't play it, but I can just show you the skirmish. It was wild. It was wild. Police everywhere were called in. And this is the person that they put under arrest. So now let's go forward. This happened Philadelphia. And we have Pennsylvania as the big kahuna, right? Philadelphia. Pennsylvania became part of the United States. Philadelphia did. December 12th of 1787. I always look at the dates because the powers speak through the numbers and the dates of the location. So we have 12/12 of 2025, anniversary of Pennsylvania become part of the Union, our second state. Subtracted from today's date, 5/7 of 2025, the difference is 31 weeks and 2 days. To me, that's 312. What is 312? Donald Trump on November 4th beat Kamala Harris by 312 votes in the Electoral College. 312. To me, it's not an accident. They speak. Now watch this. Cheryl Parker, that's the mayor. That's the lady that you saw. That's her. Her birthday is 9/9 of 1972. 9/9 of 1972. See her birthday? Just had a birthday 9/9 of 2024. Subtracted from today's date of the incident, 5/7 of 2025. The difference is 7 months and 4 days between her birthday and Philadelphia become part of the United States. What is 7/4? America was founded July 4th. July 4th. Is that coincidence? Now look at this here. It's called Overbrook. Overbrook. The location, like Overbrook School, high school. Notice, in reduction, it comes out to 50. How many states do we have in the union? 50. Again, you watch enough of my videos, you see the consistency. Overbrook, 50. 50 states are going down in America. Something is on the horizon. So like I've been saying the last few days, we have these birth pains, these contractions. At some point, something negative is going to give birth. But the word overbrook, water, right? Water. Will something happen over the water in the future? A lot of videos I've been doing lately have references to water. So I'm programmed to think like that because I see exactly a consistency in the stories. Overbrook. Brook is water. Will something happen over water, over the seas? Do you understand? There was a statement made. I want to put this in here. Zawinski, Trump, and J.D. Vance. There was a meeting here. You guys probably remember. And you can play it. This man, I can't say who all it is because I can't talk about those stories. But this guy said to J.D. Vance when they were getting into it, he came to Washington, D.C. and he said, you've got nice shores. You don't feel it now, but you'll feel it in the future. Go back and watch the video. He said it. And Trump cold snapped. That was a sign. And remember, the American Air Force One plane is now in front of them as they're speaking. I'm gonna put my camera down because I want you guys to see this. I want you to really pick up on this thing.
You don't know that. God bless you.
I want you to pick up on this. They got into it, but the plane is sitting there, which I've been pointing out recently. Air Force One is sitting there. See if I can pull this up. The plane is sitting there. There's J.D. Vance. He told J.D. Vance, he says, hey, you got nice rivers. Oh, it's not in this one? It's not in this film? I stand mistaken. But if you notice lately, when Trump is having his meetings, Air Force One is sitting right here. I thought it was there, so I stand corrected. But lately, you've been watching them, and the Air Force One is right here. But he got into it. He was addressing J.D. Vance and told J.D. Vance, you got nice shores. You don't feel it now, but you will in the future. And Trump cold snap. I believe this whole thing was an act. And now we have the word overbrook. Okay? Something's going to go down over the water is what I'm trying to tell you. Because they're hinting at it. Now, check this out. On 1/29 of 2025, that's when the first plane went down, and we've had multiple plane and helicopter wreckage since then. Arguably, we haven't had this many planes or aeronautic issues, I don't think ever. Not in my lifetime. But on January 29th of 2025, over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C., a Black Hawk helicopter hit an American Airlines Eagle. Remember that? that day, 1/29 of 2025. Subtract that from today's date, 5/7 of 2025, where they're talking about overbrook like water. The difference is 98. What is the 98th day of the year? April 8th. What is April 8th? What happened on April 8th last year? We had an eclipse. An X came across the world. An X. X means you're stamped out. It's simple as that, people. Now check this out. We also have 12/12 of 2026. 12/12 is the anniversary date that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania joined the United States. 12/12, 2026 anniversary versus Trump's birthday this year of 6/14 of 2025. The difference is 78 weeks. How old is Donald Trump? 78. People, another video where you can clearly see a questionable situation, where you can clearly see it's bringing up somehow, some way, Donald J. Trump. We got to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. As far as I'm concerned, they're showing us through different events, and I said it a few days ago, they're going to keep showing us closer and closer and closer. Somebody's going to get on a plane in the middle of this month. We got to pray, keep your head on the swivel, be smart, get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. May 14th is the anniversary, the 77th anniversary birthday of Israel. There's a lot of crap going on over there, and anything can jump off. But our Heavenly Father says, I will keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. So let's keep our mind on the Lord. God bless.